Do you ever feel like your dog just isn't understanding what you are trying to teach them? It can be frustrating, but the key might be in something called the Law of Contiguity. It's a basic principle of learning that can make all the difference in how quickly and effectively your dog learns. In this video, we'll be diving into what the Law of Contiguity is, how it works, and how you can use it to become a more effective and successful dog trainer. It is Jose here from Train Me Please. Let's go. The law of contiguity is a fundamental principle of learning that states that an association is formed between two events when they occur in close temporal proximity. In the context of dog training, it means that a dog is more likely to associate a behavior with a consequence if the consequence immediately follows the behavior. This is why timing is so important in dog training. If you wait too long to reinforce a behavior, your dog will probably not understand what they did right. As for punishment or corrections, they are super problematic in many ways, and I have explored the reasons for this in many other videos. Even more concerning is that a lot of well-intentioned dog owners use corrections in situations that go against the law of contiguity. A typical example of this is when people punish a puppy for a toilet mistake hours after it happened. In that scenario, not only are we making them anxious and afraid of going to the toilet in front of us, but we are also not teaching them anything. See, the puppy peed in the middle of the living room and then did a million other things. Thus, there was no close temporal proximity between behavior and consequence. They might even show behavior that makes you believe that they know what they did wrong, but they really don't. They are simply reacting to you, your body language, what you are saying, and the general context. This is a scientific law and there's no two ways around it. Here's another example. Say that you are teaching your dog to sit. If they sit and you offer a reinforcer within a second or two, they are likely to make the correct association and start sitting more in the same situation. Now, imagine that you take 10 seconds, or maybe even 60 seconds to offer the reinforcer after they sit. Most likely, they will be doing something else, and the association with the sitting behavior is totally gone. They might make some sort of association, but probably not the one you intended if your timing is off. Clickers and clicker training help with this. Use them. This learning principle also applies to discouraging unwanted behavior. Here's an example using negative punishment. If your dog jumps on people, you can associate the behavior of jumping with negative consequences, such as ignoring the dog or removing attention. Whenever the dog jumps, you immediately withdraw attention so that the dog learns to associate the behavior of jumping with the negative consequence. It needs to be immediate. You can't really pay attention to the dog for a few seconds and then remove attention after that. Over time, the dog will start to jump less frequently, since they have learned that it leads to an undesirable outcome. That was just an example. There are better ways to deal with jumping using management and by teaching alternative appropriate behaviors. Now, did you know that the law of contiguity seems to have been first proposed by the Greek philosopher Aristotle? Many philosophers and researchers have studied and demonstrated this learning principle over the years. So, rest assured that it applies to your dog. Actually, it applies to anything with a brain. Before I give you the take-home message, could you quickly click the like button under the video so that it reaches more animal lovers? Cute photo as a thanks. In summary, the law of contiguity is a principle of learning that states that a dog is more likely to associate a behavior with a consequence if the consequence immediately follows the behavior. Timing is crucial in dog training, and consequences that go against the law of contiguity can be problematic. This video is supported by all of you that have offered me a coffee or a few coffees. It is an easy, fun, and informal way to show your support for this channel. If you are interested in buying me one, I will leave a link in the description below. Now, can you do me a favor and leave me a comment down below with the keyword contiguity? That will let me know that you watched the video to this point. Well, I think that next you should watch a video about clicker training from a scientific point of view. You've got it right here. Acho que é isso por hoje, pessoal. Até à próxima. Um grande abraço.